The Sumerian King List is an ancient stone tablet that was originally written in the Sumerian language. It lists the king of Sumer, an ancient civilization in southern Iraq, and neighboring lands, how long they supposedly ruled for, and where their kingdoms were located. The first piece of the Sumerian King List, a rare 4,000-year-old tablet, was discovered in the early 1900s by the scholar Hermann Hilprecht in the ancient city of Nippur. Since then, at least 18 more copies have been found, most from around 2000 BCE. No two tablets are exactly alike, but they share enough details to show they came from one original master list of Sumerian history. The best preserved copy is a clay prism brought in Iraq after World War I. It's now in the Ashmolean Museum in England. Even after over a century of research, the Sumerian King List still puzzles historians today. One big mystery is how the early kings before the Great Flood ruled for so incredibly long compared to those after the flood. The first 8 kings supposedly ruled for a total of 241,200 years, with the longest reign being 43,200 years. In contrast, later kings only ruled for hundreds or a few thousand years. Whether these reigns are literal or symbolic is hotly debated, making the Sumerian King List one of the most intriguing ancient documents ever discovered. After the kingship descended from heaven, the kingship was in Eridog. In Eridog, Alulim became king. He ruled for 28,800 years. Alalja ruled for 36,000 years. 2 kings, they ruled for 64,800 years. Then Eridog fell, and the kingship was taken to Bat Tirbira. In Bat Tirbira, Enmenduana ruled for 43,200 years, and Mengaana ruled for 28,800 years. Dumuzid, the shepherd, ruled for 36,000 years. 3 kings, they ruled for 108,000 years. Then Bat Tirbira fell, and the kingship was taken to Larag. In Larag, Ensipida Ziana ruled for 28,800 years. 1 king, he ruled for 28,800 years. Then Larag fell, and the kingship was taken to Zimber. In Zimber, Enmenduana became king. He ruled for 21,000 years. 1 king, he ruled for 21,000 years. Then Zimber fell, and the kingship was taken to Kurupag. In Kurupag, Ubaratutu became king. He ruled for 18,600 years. 1 king, he ruled for 18,600 years. In 5 cities, 8 kings, they ruled for 241,200 years. Then the flood swept over. The impossibly long reigns of the early Sumerian kings have spawned many interpretations. Mainstream historians often dismiss them as fantasy or mistranslation, since such lengthy lifespans seem scientifically impossible. But looking with an open mind may help decipher their meaning. Let's imagine our civilization endures to the year 3017. By then, technology may allow rapid space travel between stars and galaxies. If we could reach the speed of light, Orion's belt, thought to be the Anunnaki god's home, would take 736 years to reach. Compare that to today's fastest spacecraft, which would take 13 million years. To feasibly travel to Orion's belt, we'll need 1. More advanced spacecraft approaching light speed, and 2. Engineered DNA enabling 1,000-year lifespans. Crossing unknown voids and galaxies for centuries would require innovation and problem-solving abilities beyond current human abilities. How long might the Anunnaki's journey from their planet to Earth have taken? At least 1,000 years? Accomplishing this would likely require DNA modification for longevity. This perspective isn't absurd, since we've manipulated DNA for decades. Evidence even suggests our DNA has been forcibly altered multiple times, not by natural evolution, but by selective evolution. Rather than dismissing the Sumerian kings' reigns as fantasy, they may symbolize the advanced age and wisdom needed for interstellar travel. Viewed this way, the exaggerated lengths become more plausible, reflecting the acquisition of knowledge across millennia. With an open and imaginative mindset, we can rethink what once seemed impossible. The following is an excerpt from the Epic of Atrahasis, the fullest Mesopotamian account of the Great Flood. After the flood ravaged the land, the gods find themselves hungry because there were no farmers left. and sacrifices are no longer brought. When they discover that Atrahasis, Noah, has survived, they make a plan to make sure the noise that humans made, which irritated the gods and caused the destruction through flood, will remain within limits. They invent childbirth, infant mortality, and celibacy. Enki made ready to speak and said to Nitu, the birth goddess, "You birth goddess, creatress of destinies, establish death for all peoples. Now then, let there be a third woman among the people. Among the people are the woman who was born and the woman who has not been born. Let there also be among the people of Pasitu. Let her snatch the baby from the lap who bore it, and establish high priestesses and priestesses. Let them be taboo, celibate, and so cut down childbirth." The meaning behind phrases like the invention of childbirth is still debated by scholars. If not through childbirth, how did humans reproduce back then? What could establish death for all people refer to? Some proposed this involved editing DNA to drastically shorten human lifespans. According to scriptures, the first man, Adam, lived around 900 years. Why didn't we inherit his longevity genes? Modern humans live less than 100 years, a stark contrast. One interpretation is that human DNA was intentionally altered at some point in the distant past. This edited out longevity and introduced shorter lifespans, rapid aging, and childbirth as we know it. The cryptic legends describe tampering with human genetics to transform reproduction and lifespan profoundly. Of course, this provocative idea contrasts with the standard narrative of gradual evolution, but an open-minded view allows us to re-examine what the ancient texts could imply about radical genetic engineering on humanity in prehistory. We may be far from understanding our origin and hidden history fully. Similarities between the Sumerian King List and biblical scripture. Striking parallels exist between the Sumerian King List and Genesis in the Bible. Both describe 8 rulers before a great flood ended their reigns. The 8 Sumerian kings and the 8 generations from Adam to Noah after the flood. Both texts reflect decreasing human longevity. According to the Sumerian King List, later kings ruled for far shorter periods than the kings before the flood. Similarly, lifespans declined dramatically from the 900 plus years of pre-flood biblical figures to the ordinary lifespan of following generations. So, the ancient Sumerian tablet documents 2 great motifs also found in the Bible: a great flood event that wiped out earlier civilization and a steady decline in human longevity following the flood. Hundreds of scholars from esteemed institutions like Oxford and the University of California have intensively studied the parallels between the Sumerian King List and Genesis. The striking similarities between the ancient Mesopotamian and biblical texts continue to intrigue researchers and provide valuable insights into our distant past. Together, they suggest that certain episodes, like the Great Flood, were pivotal events remembered and recorded by multiple ancient societies. Complete translation of the Sumerian King List. Here is the full translation of the Sumerian King List below for avid students of the subject. 1 through 39. After the kingship descended from heaven, the kingship was in Eridog. In Eridog, Alulim became king. He ruled for 28,800 years. Alaja ruled for 36,000 years. 2 kings. They ruled for 64,800 years. Then Eridog fell and the kingship was taken to Bat Tibira. In Bat Tibira, Enmeluna ruled for 43,200 years. Enmengana ruled for 28,800 years. Dumuzid, the shepherd, ruled for 36,000 years. 3 kings, they ruled for 108,000 years. Then Bat Tibira fell, and the kingship was taken to Larag. In Larag, Ensibidad Zidana ruled for 28,800 years. 1 king, he ruled for 28,800 years. Then Larag fell, and the kingship was taken to Zimber. In Zimber, Edmenduana became king. He ruled for 21,000 years. 1 king, he ruled for 21,000 years. Then Zimber fell, and the kingship was taken to Karupag. In Karupag, Yubara Tutu became king, ruled for 18,600 years. In 5 cities, 8 kings. They ruled for 241,200 years. Then the flood swept over. 40 to 94. After the flood had swept over, and the kingship had descended from heaven, the kingship was in Kik. In Kik, Jakar became king. He ruled for 1,200 years. Kulasina-Bel ruled for 960. MSP2 and L2 has instead 900 years. Nanjiklikma ruled for MSP2 and L2 has 670 years. Entara Ana ruled for MSP2 and L2 has 420 years, 3 months and 3.5 days. Babum ruled for MSP2 and L2 has 300 years. Puanum ruled for 800. MSP2 and L2 has instead 240 years. Kalibum ruled for 960 years. MSP2 and L2 has instead 900 years. Kalumum ruled for 800 years. MSP3 and BT14 Suwon have instead 900 years. Zukakip ruled for 900 years. MS Suwon has instead 600 years. In MSS P2 and L2, P3 and BT14, B5, the 10th and 11th rulers of the dynasty preceded the 8th and 9th. Atap, MSP2 and L2, P3 and BT14, P5 have instead Abba ruled for 600 years. Magda, the son of Atap, ruled for 840 years. Suwon has instead 720 years. Arawium, the son of Magda, ruled for 720 years. Etana, the shepherd, who ascended to heaven and consolidated all the foreign countries, became king. He ruled for 1,500 years. MSC2 and L2 has instead 635 years. Bali, the son of Etana, ruled for 400 years. MSS P2 and L2, Su have instead 410 years. Enmenuna ruled for 660 years. MSP2 and L2 has instead 621 years. Melemkik, the son of Enmenuna, ruled for 900 years. MSP3 and BT14 adds 1,560 are the years of the dynasty of Emenuna. Basal Nuna, the son of Emenuna, MSP5, P3 and BT14 have instead Basal Nuna, ruled for 1,200 years. Zamog, the son of Basal Nuna, ruled for 140 years. Tizka, the son of Zamog, ruled for 305 years. MSP3 plus BT14 adds 1,620 plus X years. Iklu ruled for 900 years. Itasadum ruled for 1,200 years. And Menbaraj C, who made the land of Elam submit, became king. He ruled for 900 years. Aga, the son of Menbaraj C, ruled for 625 years. MSP3 and BT14 adds 1,525 are the years of the dynasty of Menbaraj C. 23 kings. They ruled for 24,510 years, 3 months and 3.5 days. Then Kik was defeated and the kingship was taken to El Ana, 95 through 133. In En Ana, Mekkija Geisa, the son of Utu, became lord and king. He ruled for 324 years. MSP2 plus L2 has instead 325 years. Mekiaj Geisa entered the sea and disappeared. And Merkah, the son of Mekiaj Geisa, the king of Unog, who built Unog. MSS L1 and N1, P2 and L2 have instead Unog was built, became king. He ruled for 420 years. MSTL has instead 900 plus X years. MSP3 and BT14 adds 745 are the years of the dynasty of Mekiaj Geisa. MSTL adds instead, he ruled for 5 plus X years. Lugaubanda, the shepherd, ruled for 1,200 years. Dumuzid, the fisherman, whose city was Quara, ruled for 100 years. MSTL has instead 110 years. MSP3 and BT14 adds, he captured Mmembarajsi single-handed. Gilgamesh, whose father was a phantom, the lord of Kulaba, ruled for 126 years. Urnungal, the son of Gilgamesh, ruled for 30 years. Udu Kalama, the son of Ornunga, MS Suwan has instead Orlugal, ruled for 15 years. Labakom ruled for 9 years. Enuntara Anan ruled for 8 years. Meki, the smith, ruled for 36 years. Melem Ana, MS Sutu has instead Tilgog ruled for 6 years. MS-Sutu has instead 900 years. Lugal-Kitum ruled for 36 years. MS-Sutu has instead 420 years. 12 kings, they ruled for 2,310 years. MS-Sutu has instead 3,588 years. Then Unog was defeated and the kingship was taken to Urim, 134 to 147. In Urim, Mek-Anapada became king. He ruled for 80 years. Meki-Ajnana, MSP2 and L2 has instead Meki-Ajnuna, the son of Mek-Anipada, became king. He ruled for 36 years. MSP2 and L2 has instead 30 years. Elulu ruled for 25 years. MSL1 plus N1, P2 and L2, P3 plus BT14 have 25 years. Balulu ruled for 36 years. MSL1 plus N1, P2 plus L2, P3 plus BT14 have 36 years. MSS-L1 plus N1, P2 plus L2 have 4 kings. They ruled for 171 years. MSS-L1 plus N1, P2 plus L2, P3 plus BT14 have 171 years. Then Urim was defeated, and the kingship was taken to Awan, 148 to 159. Awan ruled for years and ruled for 36 years. 3 kings. They ruled for 356 years. Then Awan was defeated and kingship was taken to Kik, 160 to 178. In Kik, Susuda the Fula became king. He ruled for 200 plus X years. Dadasid ruled for 81 years. MSVD has 81 years. Mamagal, the boatman, ruled for 360 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 420 years. Kalbum, the son of Mamagal. MSWB has instead Magala, ruled for 195 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 132 years. Tugi ruled for 360 years. Menuna, MSL1 plus N1 adds, the son of Tugi, ruled for 180 years. In MSS-L1 plus N1 TL, the 7th and 8th rulers of the dynasties are in reverse order. Ruled for 290 years. Lugalju ruled for 360 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 420 years. 8 kings, they ruled for 3,195 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 3,792 years. Then Kik was defeated, and kingship was taken to Hamazi, 179 to 185. In Hamazi, Handanik became king. He ruled for 360 years. 1 king. He ruled for 360 years. Then Hamazi was defeated, and the kingship was taken. MSP3 plus BT14 has instead was returned to a second time to Unog. In MSS1B, L1 plus N1, TL, the second dynasty of Unog of 105 to 191 is preceded by the second dynasty of Urim of 192 to 203, 186 to 192. In Unog, Enkakankaana became king. He ruled for 60 years. Lugar-O, MSP3 plus BT14, has instead Lugal-Kenis Tudu, ruled for 120 years. Agandir ruled for 7 years. MSL1 plus N1 has 3 kings. They ruled for 187 years. MSL1 plus N1 has 187 years. Then Unog was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Urim, 193 to 204. In Urim, Nani became king, ruled for MSIB has 2 years. 3 kings, they ruled for 582 years. MSIB has 582 years. MSTL has instead 578 years. He ruled for 100 plus years. MSVD has 120 plus years. MSIB has instead 54 plus X years. Mekijaj Nana, the son of Nani, ruled for 48 years. MSVD has 48 years. MSVD has instead 2 kings. They ruled for 120 plus X years. Then Urim was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Adab, 205 to 210. In Adab, Lugal Anemondu became king. He ruled for 90 years. MSS L1 plus N1 TL have 90 years. MSS L1 plus N1 TL have one king. He ruled for 90 years. MSS L1 plus N1 TL have 90 years. Then Adab was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Mari, 211 to 223. In Mari, Anbu became king. He ruled for 30 years. MSTL has instead 90 years. Amba, the son of Ambu, ruled for 17 years. MSTL instead has 7 years. Bazi, the leather worker, ruled for 30 years. Zizi, the fuller, ruled for 20 years. Limmer, the Gudu priest, ruled for 30 years. Karumita ruled for 9 years. MSTL has instead 7 years. 6 kings, they ruled for 136 years. MSTL has instead 184 years. Then Mari was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Kik, 224 to 231. In Kik, Kogbao, the woman tavern keeper who made firm the foundations of Kig, became king. She ruled for 100 years. One king, she ruled for 100 years. Then Kig was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Akak, 232 to 243. In Akak, Onzi became king. He ruled for 30 years. Ondalulu ruled for 6 years. MSS L1 plus N1 S have instead 12 years. Ura ruled for 6 years. MSIB has instead was king for 6 years. Puzonira ruled for 20 years. MSS IB L1 plus N1 S Suwon have 20 years. Ikutu ruled for 24 years. MSS IB L1 and N1 S Suwon have 24 years. Kusuen, the son of Ikutu, ruled for MSS IB L1 plus N1 STL have 7 years. MS Suwon has instead 24 years. MSS S Suwon TL have 6 kings. They ruled for 99 years. MSS L1 plus N1 STL have 99 years. MS Suwon has instead 116 years. MSIB has instead 5 kings. They ruled for 87 years. MSIB has 87 years. Then Akak was defeated. MSS has instead. Then the reign of Akak was abolished, and the kingship was taken to Kik. MSS IB S Suwon Su3 plus Su4 list the 3rd and 4th dynasty of Kik of 222 to 231 and 244 to 258 respectively as one dynasty, 244 to 258. In Kik, Puzzle Suen, the son of Gogbau, became king. He ruled for 25 years. Urzababa, the son of Puzzle Suen, ruled for 400 years. MSS B3 and BT14 S have instead 6 years. MSIB has instead 4 plus X years. MSP3 plus BT14 adds 131 are the years of the dynasty of Kogbao. Zimuda. MSTL has instead Zichuike, ruled for 30 years. MSIB has instead 30 plus X years. Ubiwata, the son of Zimuda. MSTL has instead Zichuike, ruled for 7 years. MSS has instead 6 years. Ektamuti, ruled for 11 years. MS Suwon has instead 17 years. Ikmikamak, ruled for 11 years. MS Suwon adds Kuliliku, ruled for 15 years. Naninya, the jeweler. MS Suwon has instead Zimuda. MSIB has instead ruled for 7 years. MSS has instead 3 years. 7 kings. They ruled for 491 years. MS Suwon has instead 485 years. MSS has 586 years. Then Kik was defeated. MS has it instead. Then the reign of Kik was abolished, and the kingship was taken. MSP3 plus BT14 has instead was returned the 3rd time to Unog. MSIB omits the 3rd dynasty of Unog of 258 to 263, 259 to 265. In Unog, Lugao Zagesi became king. he ruled for 25 years. MSP3 plus BT14 has instead 34 years. 1 king, he ruled for 25 years. MSB3 plus BT14 has 34 years. Then Unog was defeated. MSS has instead. Then the reign of Unog was abolished, and the kingship was taken to Agade 266 to 296. In Agade, Sargon, whose father was a gardener, the cupbearer of Ur-Zababa, became king. The king of Agade, who built Agade, MSL1 plus N1 has instead, under whom Agade was built. He ruled for 56 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 55 years. MSTL has instead 54 years. Rimmok, the son of Sargon, ruled for 9 years. MSIB has instead 7 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 15 years. Maniktiku, the older brother of Rimmok, the son of Sargon, ruled for 15 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead 7 years. Naram-Suen, the son of Manikuptu, ruled for 56 years. MSL1 plus N1, P3 plus BT14 have 56 years. Kakali Kari, the son of Naram-Suen, ruled for 25 years. MSL1 plus N1 plus Sufu have 25 years. MSP3 plus BT14 has instead 24 years. MSP3 plus BT14 adds 157 are the years of the dynasty of Sargon. Then who was king? Who was the king? MSU3 plus Su4 have instead who was king? Who indeed was king? Urgigi was king. Imi was king. Nanum was king. In MSS L1 plus N1, Su3 plus Su4, Imi and Nanum are in reverse order. Ilulu was king, and the 4 of them ruled only. MSP3 plus BT14 have 3 years. Dudu ruled for 21 years. Kuduru, the son of Dudu, ruled for 15 years. MSIB has instead 18 years, 11 kings. They ruled for 181 years. MSS have instead 12 kings. They ruled for 197 years. MSS has 197 years. MSS Su1, Su3 plus Su4, which omit Dudu and Kuduru, have instead 9 kings. They ruled for 161 years. MS Su1 has 161 years. MS Su3 and Su4 has instead 177 years. Then Agade was defeated. MSS has instead. Then the reign of Agade was abolished, and the kingship was taken to Unog. 297 to 307. In Unog, Orninji became king. He ruled for 7 years. MSIBS have instead 3. MS Su1 has instead 15. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 30 years. Erdgiger, the son of Orninji, ruled for 6 years. MSIB has instead 7. MS Su1 has instead 15. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 7 years. Kudu ruled for 6 years. Pozor Ili ruled for 5 years. MSIB has instead 20 years. Utu ruled for 6 years. MS Su3 and Su4 has instead Utu, the son of Erdgiger, ruled for 25 years. MS Su1 has instead Lugao Melim, the son of Erdgiger, ruled for 7 years. 5 kings. They ruled for 30 years. MSIB has instead 43 years. MSPY plus Ha S have instead 26 years. MS Su3 plus Su4, which omits Kuda and Prizor Ili, has instead 3 kings. They ruled for 47 years. MS Su3 plus Su4 has 47 years. Unog was defeated. MSS has instead. Then the reign of Unog was abolished, and the king was taken to the army. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead land of Gutium 308 to 334. In the army, MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead land of Gutium, Agade. At first no king was famous. They were their own kings and ruled thus for 3 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead. They had no king. They ruled themselves for 5 years. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead ruled for 6 years. MSL1 plus Ning1 has instead 7 years. Zalagab ruled for 6 years. MSL1 plus N1 has instead. Yalagak ruled for 6 years. Silulumek, MS Mi has instead Silulu, ruled for 6 years. MSG had instead 7 years. Inima Bakek ruled for 5 years. MS Mi has instead Duga ruled for 6 years. Igi Kok ruled for 6 years. MS Mi has instead Iluna ruled for 3 years. Yalagab ruled for 15 years. MS Mi has instead 5 years. Ibati ruled for 3 years. Yala ruled for 3 years. MS L1 plus N1 has instead Yalangab. Kurum ruled for 1 year. MS L1 plus N1 has instead for 1 year. MS Mi has instead 3 years. Apilkin ruled for 3 years. Le Erobom ruled for 2 years. Irarum ruled for 2 years. Ibranom ruled for 1 year. Hablom ruled for 2 years. Pazosuen, the son of Hablom, ruled for 7 years. Yalaganda ruled for 7 years. You ruled for 7 years. Teriga ruled for 40 days. 21 kings, they ruled for 124 years and 40 days. MSL1 plus N1 has 124 years and 40 days. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 25 years. Then the army of Gutium was defeated. MSTL has instead destroyed, and the kingship was taken to Unog, 335 to 340. In Unog, Uti-Hejel became king. He ruled for 427 years. MSIB has instead 26 years, 2 plus X month and 15 days. MSJ has instead 7 years, 6 months and 15 days. MSTL has instead 7 years, 6 months and 5 days. One king, 427 years and an unknown days. MSJ has instead 7 years, 6 months and 15 days. MSTL has instead 7 years, 6 months and 5 days. Then Unug was defeated and the kingship was taken to Urim. 341 to 354. In Urim, Ornama became king. He ruled for 18 years. Kolgi, the son of Ornama, ruled for 46 years. MSS Su3 plus Su4 TL have instead 48 years. MSP5 has instead 58 years. Ama Suena, the son of Kolgi, ruled for 9 years. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 25 years. Kusuen, the son of Amasuena, ruled for 9 years. MS P5 has instead 7 years. MS Su1 has instead 20 plus X years. MS Su3 and Su4 has instead 16 years. Ibi Suen, the son of Kusuen, ruled for 24 years. MSS P5 Su1 had instead 25 years. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 15 years. MSTL has instead 23 years. 4 kings, they ruled for 108 years. MSSJ, P5, Su1, Su3 and Su4 have instead 5 kings. They ruled for 117 years. MSP5 has 117 years. MS Su1 has instead 120 plus X years. MS Su3 plus Su4 has instead 123 years. Then Urim was defeated. MSP5 has instead. Then the reign of Urim was abolished. MS Su3 plus Su4 adds. The very foundation of Sumer was torn out. The kingship was taken to Isin. 355 to 377. In Isin, Igbi-Era became king. He ruled for 33 years. MSP5 has instead 32 years. Ku-Iliku, the son of Igbi-Era, ruled for 20 years. MSP5 has instead 10 years. MS Su1 has instead 15 years. Idin Dagan, the son of Kuliliku, ruled for 21 years. MS Su1 has instead 25 years. Ikme Dagan, the son of Idin Dagan, ruled for 20 years. MSP2 P5 has 20 years. MS Mi has instead 18 years. Lipit Ekta, the son of Ikme Dagan, MSP2 has instead Idin Dagan, ruled for 11 years. MS L1 plus N1 P2 P5 have 11 years. Orni Norta, MS L1 plus N1 P2 add, the son of Iker, may he have years of abundance, a good reign and a sweet life, ruled for 28 years. MS P5 has 28 years. Bur-Suen, the son of Orni Norta, ruled for 21 years. Lipit Enli, the son of Bur-Suen, ruled for 5 years. Era Imiti, ruled for 8 years. MSP5TL had instead 7 years. MSP5H ruled for unknown 6 months. Enli Bani ruled for 24 years. Zambia ruled for 3 years. Itapika ruled for 4 years. Oldukuga ruled for 4 years. Suen Magil ruled for 11 years. MSP5 adds Damikiliku, the son of Suen Magil, ruled for 23 years. 14 kings, they ruled for 203 years. MSP5 has instead 205 years and 6 months. MSP2 plus L2, L1 plus N1 and P4 plus Ha conclude with a summary of the post-Diluvian dynasties. The translations of 378 to 431 uses numerical data from each MSS, but follows the wording of P2 plus L2 and L1 plus N1, 378 to 431. A total of 39 kings ruled for 14,409 plus X years, 3 months and 3.5 days, 4 times in Kik. A total of 22 kings ruled for 2,610 plus X years, 6 months and 15 days, 5 times in Nunog. A total of 12 kings ruled for 396 years, 3 times in Urim. A total of 3 kings ruled for 356 years, once in Awan. A total of 1 king ruled for 420 years, once in Hamazi. 16 lines missing. A total of 12 kings ruled for 197 years, once in Agade. A total of 21. MSP4 plus Ha has instead 23 kings ruled for 125 years and 40 days. MSP4 and Ha has instead 99 years. Once in the army of Gutium, a total of 11 kings ruled for 159 years. MSP4 and Ha has instead 226 years, once in Isin. There are 11 cities in which the kingship was exercised, a total of 134 kings. MSP4 and Ha has instead 139 kings, who altogether ruled for 28,874 plus X years. MSP4 and Ha has instead 3,443 plus X years.
If you enjoy this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to us and hitting the like button. Feel free to write a comment below and suggest which theory you want to see next. If you'd like to further support this channel, please consider joining. Our membership link will be found in the description box below. We appreciate your support, and as always, thanks for watching.